We all know that Windows 7 has recently released and is now coming to a close. But in between its release, Microsoft decided to release a package, may I say. It is basically a package that is a rehash of various programs you can find on Windows Vista, starting from Windows Live Call to Windows Live Writer. Now, these are all, as I said, all rehashes of programs found on Windows Vista and Windows XP, mostly on Vista. Now, the only difference is that they all have the word live in it. Why? Because they all pretty much depend on the internet. Okay, so I'm going to go over the basic ones I use, and that you might find useful as well. Okay, let's start off with Windows Live Mail. Now, this is basically Windows Mail, except it can connect to Hotmail, which is one thing I really like. You know why? Because it eliminates my need to actually go to Hotmail, sign in, and do all the other crap I usually do on there, without it crashing or taking an excruciatingly long time to load. Yeah, so now, the only thing that bothers me is that you always have to click the Show Images thing on here, or click the thing that says Allow Contact, because this thing has no idea who you were talking with or who you communicate with on Hotmail, since this is just a synchronization program. Yeah, so this is a good program for anybody that does not want to go to Hotmail every time and check your email that way. This is a very quick solution. Okay, so next we have Windows Live Messenger. This is basically MSN Messenger, except it's been changed and altered in a few ways. For starters, the little icons you usually find on the side here, if you have the most recent version, have been moved down here, and you get this little lady who is tying up her knot. Yeah, so not much has changed on Messenger, except when you click this, it takes you to Windows Live Mail instead of Windows Mail. Well, it depends if you got rid of Windows Mail and set Windows Live Mail as your main mail. I'm sorry if this is sounding confusing, but this is the only way I can think of right now, and I haven't had a drink of water in a while. Okay, so close that out, and now we're going to go to, it's loading, we're going to go to Windows Live Movie Maker Beta. Now, what this is basically a very simplified version of Windows Movie Maker, except they excluded the tasks over here, the file menu, and all the other menus except for visual effects and edits. Yeah, so this is a very simplified version of it. I don't recommend using this because it seems that Windows Movie Maker 11 is a bit better than this, because some of the options are missing, and I don't really use this program, and I never will unless it's a really good reason. Okay, so I'm going to skip Windows Live Photo Gallery because I don't use any sort of photo sharing program other than Codec, because my family has no other way of sharing programs. Okay, I'm not going to do Windows Live Writer either, but I know the gist of it. It's basically a way of writing blogs on various sites like Twitter, MySpace, and other types of blogging sites without actually going to them. Let's see. Family safety, I have no interest in family safety whatsoever. Windows Live Call, I'll go into. So this is basically another version of Skype without it being Skype. And what I mean by that is it allows you to call landlines and possibly other PCs without a charge. Or for landline there is a charge, but I have no awareness of it. Yeah, so in closing, the Windows Live package was a somewhat good idea for Microsoft to do, because one, I can check Hotmail without actually going to it. Two, Windows Live Messenger looks a lot better than MSN Messenger. And three, there is no three. Okay, so this has been Zana, and I've been meaning to do this video because, one, if you notice, half my icons on my desktop are gone because I Yesterday I had a hardware failure with my keyboard, my mouse, and my motion eye for some reason. I can't really go into depth with it because it'd take forever, and I really don't want to do it. So let's just say I sent it into repairs, had a blue screen of death. Yes, I am serious when I say I had a blue screen of death. Okay, so I'll see you guys later, and I'll upload footage of what I was doing during that time when I had to repair my laptop.